Look at that thing going crazy now. Wow, that is like 30 feet high.
What's more off limits than a towering inferno? How about a bomb-proof surveillance center buried in a mountain?
Command center, this is Eagle 1. Please open the blast doors.
Crazy.
Or a man-made blizzard on top of one?
That is freezing.
It's ear-splitting.
Yeah!
It's earth-shattering. It's off limits. A fire just ripped through these fields. It wasn't started by an untended campfire or a carelessly discarded cigarette. In fact, there was nothing accidental at all about this fire. Someone did this on purpose. Florida is famous for its hurricanes, but in drought years, the state is routinely engulfed by wildfires, and thousands of local firefighters risk life and limb to put them out. Now, beleaguered crews are fighting back by torching potential hotspots before Mother Nature can. It's called a controlled burn.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
We have to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Melissa YUNAS of the Florida Fire Service is going to show me what it's like risking your life
In round 2.
to fight a fire you set yourself.
Is this dangerous work you do? I mean, it is, right?
Yes, inherently it's extremely dangerous.
We're not talking like a little tiny smoldering burn here. This is a full-out fire.
We're talking a wildfire that's racing through grass and palmetto going 20 miles an hour.
Melissa tells me that in 1998, 2,500 separate fires ravaged Florida for 6 straight weeks. Fields like these were walls of flames, and highways just like this one were bumper to bumper with people trying to escape. Today, controlled burns are the best way of stopping such disasters from happening again.
Okay, we have arrived. I can hear the helicopter.
Yep.
There he comes.
Today's target is 700 acres of dry grass and palmetto trees that could easily become the next part of southern Florida to go up in flames.
We're all gathering up for a safety meeting right now. This is the whole team.
We've got a range of winds going from northwest to northeast, possibly out here today.
They're talking about weather report, wind directions, shifting winds, water supplies, escape routes.
This is our area of concern. We have heavy fuels here, and we have heavy fuels here. We're all going to be going to the Division Charlie break area.
We'll be attacking the burn area from 2 fronts. My crew will set what's called a backfire, which burns into the wind, contained by a fire break. As long as the wind direction remains constant, a second crew will light a head fire. Burning with the wind, the two should meet in the middle, and with nothing left to feed on, extinguish themselves. The 25 firemen and women involved know the dangers at hand, and are prepared for just about anything.
All right.
Then there's me.
Make sure it's definitely untucked here. Go ahead and pull it tight,
Yeah.
so it wraps around your gloves so you don't get anything in
Oh,
there.
I see, okay.
You will be in
Fire.
some hot stuff, yeah. And this has a harder sole on it. It is rubber, so you'll be okay.
And this is seriously dangerous stuff we're doing.
Correct, yeah, this is 100% real fire, yeah.
As the team moves into position, Ben gives me a taste of what we're up against.
So make out a torch. We got one. Go ahead and set a test fire. Our goal is to keep that fire from reaching that tree.
Okay.
Basically, we use a system called take a lick and go.
Okay.
We're gonna take it,
I follow you.
you follow me. And through our crew, we'll actually make a containment line.
Oh, it's hot. And you can't get too special about it, right?
Nope, pretty simple stuff.
There you go. Oh man, that is burning on our face, isn't
If
it?
it gets too hot, put your head down. Good job, come on guys, take a lick. Take a lick. Come on, keep it out of that pot. Our crew normally consists of a lot more guys than this, but you can see
There we go.
we've got this line established. The fire has now went to our line and has went out.
That's exciting work.
Yeah, it's fast paced.
I barely have time to catch my breath before Ben hands me the torch, and it's time for the main event.
Now go ahead and just run a little bit down this line. There you go. And so on and so forth.
So what are you seeing?
Basically, I'm seeing a lot of intensity right now.
Yeah.
These finer fuels burn very hot.
The grasses, you mean?
The grass, correct.
The only thing separating the fire I just started from private property is a small dirt road acting as a fire break. The fire is only supposed to burn in one direction, but if rising winds and temperatures cause the flames to get out of control, they could jump the road and torch the very land we're trying to protect. Look at that thing going crazy now. Wow, that is like 30 feet high right there. The flames just climbing up that tree. The idea is to keep the sparks from going over there and starting fires on that land. They have their hoses on station to get any kind of spot fire across the fence. Look, oh man, got stuff in my eyes, everything. It's hot, and there's ash everywhere. What do you think the temperature is, Dale, of that fire?
Get it anywhere up to 2,000 degrees.
No kidding. Wow. And the wind is switching.
Spot fire.
There we go.
Spot fire.
Spot fire!
Come this way.
He's giving him all the instructions. That spot fire started from one of these pieces of ash coming over. There's another one. Hey, Dale, there's another one. This just tells you what we're in the middle of here, really. This swirling heat flame, this furnace that we're standing in the middle of. And I gotta get out of here. Come on, let's go. The potential danger of this situation was made tragically clear near Denver, Colorado, when wind blew embers from a controlled burn into unburned forest. The fire consumed nearly 4,000 acres, destroyed 27 homes, and claimed at least 2 lives. Whew, that's hot. Today's fire here in Florida has already ripped through 40 acres of dead underbrush in just under 2 hours. And the winds are picking up fast. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, that was an emergency. That flame came right next to this truck.
Yeah.
That was close, huh?
I know.
With the threat of the controlled burn getting out of control, Ben decides to shut the whole thing down. How do you determine that it's too dangerous? What?
Basically, just from experience of seeing how fires burn and knowing what I should be seeing and what we are actually seeing.
So when will you come back and do this again?
It could be as soon as tomorrow.
Yeah.
It depends on what our weather looks like for that day.
These guys are creating a brand new fire break. A line in the sand, so to speak, so that flame will no longer continue to over here, and this is reserved for another day. With the fuel supply cut off, the flames will eventually burn out. But the danger is far from over. The burn area is riddled with superheated debris and embers, any one of which could ignite a new fire. Some of them can be handled by guys with hoses, but when the hotspots are too big for humans, they bring in the big guns. You see what you just knocked down was this dead tree in the middle there. That's what they call a snag. To knock this thing down and let the heat out of that wood, that snag's gone, and that potential restarting of the fire is over. But you see how much work still has to happen just to close up shop. I mean, you're really playing chess against
You really
nature.
are. That's how we look at it. It's a big game of chess.
Yeah.
Yep, just trying to think of the next move before the fire does.
I suck at chess, by the way. The game plan here is to keep these 40 acres in check and look for an opportunity to safely burn the remaining 660 acres before Mother Nature can make her next move. Hidden in the Rocky Mountains, there's a room where people are watching. They can track every plane, satellite, and submarine in the Northern Hemisphere. It's a high-tech marvel buried deep inside a mountain. The Cheyenne Mtn Air Force Station is located less than 10 miles from Colorado Springs. It's the subterranean headquarters of the North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, hidden in plain sight with a mountain peak as its roof.
You really wouldn't know that there's anything military going on as you look at the mountain. All my life growing up, Cheyenne Mtn was the bastion of Cold War security. I figured no member of the public would ever see it. Here we go.
The man getting us past the final checkpoints today is Colonel Turk.
This is what we call a protection level 1. resource, which means we have the most stringent security here. Everyone who enters this installation is subject to search and seizure. And this facility was initially designed to withstand a nuclear attack so we can maintain effective command and control of our nuclear weapons.
I'm about to get a rare peek at the top secret nerve center of our national defense, buried a half-mile under this mountain. "10 miles outside of Colorado Springs and a mile beneath this mountain, I'm getting access to Cheyenne Mountain Air Force Station, the eyes and ears of our national defense."
This is a lengthy tunnel. For what reason?
Well, the length of the tunnel is to help deflect the blast in the event of a nuclear attack. So the entire blast would go through this tunnel.
If a nuclear blast came roaring through here, the base would be safe behind this, the first of two 25-ton blast doors.
Crazy. This is solid metal?
Solid. So in the event that we had a nuclear blast, we'd shut these doors and the blast would come right through the tunnel, deflect off the door, and the entire complex would be protected.
For security reasons, we can't show you the primary door closing.
Wow, that is intense. Wow. I'm feeling the shockwave of the door.
When you hear that door shut, you want to be on this side.
Exactly.
Let's see what's behind door number 2.
Command Center, this is Eagle 1. Please open the blast doors. Over.
We will now be able to walk straight into Cheyenne Mountain Air Force Base.
NORAD operates out of 2 headquarters, one at nearby Peterson Air Force Base, and for worst-case scenarios like 9/11, they have Cheyenne Mountain. Normally, this underground city would be bustling with activity. Today, this room is cleared, and the computer screens are covered for security reasons during our visit.
Well, you start to get a sense that there's a whole network of tunnels, isn't there?
That's right. This is not one hollowed out dome. There's a series of tunnels here, and the buildings are in between the tunnels.
To build the base, engineers blasted away 500,000 cubic yards of rock, creating a mile-long tunnel and large chambers off the main corridor. Then, 15 buildings, some 3 stories tall, were installed and engineered to absorb the shock waves of a direct nuclear hit above.
Look at the springs. What's going on with that?
Each one of these springs weighs 1,000 pounds. There's over 1,300 of these throughout the complex, and they allow the buildings to move approximately a foot and a half in the event of a blast.
This is one of the most secure facilities in the world, and I get to climb